Now you look at Israel just lost their bid to thwart Palestine from being recognized by the United Nations. And now here we go. Here's a revenge killing in the U.S. sponsored by Israel that was that killed all these innocent children. And that is something that Israelis do very, very well. They target the innocent, they target children, they target women, and they avoid the issue because they're angry, they didn't get their way. And now Palestine has standing in the UN, and Israel is going to be subject to the International Criminal Courts, and their leadership is going to be taken to task. So let's connect the dots here about what's going on globally, geopolitically, with Israel involved. Now, they're also calling for a congressional hearing. Now, one thing you can count on with a congressional hearing is there's going to be a cover-up, because all of our congressmen are bought and paid for by the Israel lobby in the U.S. So any truth of this that's going to be is going to be hidden because Israel wants it hidden because they are once again the guilty party. You have to realize Israel has been operating death squads in the United States now since Gabby Giffords and Judge Roll were shot in Tucson. There's been other incidences, the Aurora, Colorado shooting. That was, again, Israeli death squads operating in the U.S. I don't know. I am so disgusted with Israel and their behavior on the international stage.
How do you tie in Israel and the Jews to all these killings? I think that's irresponsible to try to label the Jewish community and Israel. I mean, just because the Jews, you could make an argument way back in the 20s and 30s, Goldwyn Mayer, they own all these Hollywood studios, but in light of what just happened Friday, I think it's grossly irresponsible to turn this into a fight among accusing
Mr. DeBar, it seems you want to jump in as well.
I mean, quickly have your say as well. You can have that conversation later on.
Well, you know,
I mean, that's disgusting what these guys just said.
I watch the filth that Hollywood produces, the filth that comes out of Hollywood. Hollywood is Jewish-owned and Jewish-controlled, and they spew filth and they spew violence out.